So here we are in chapter 17 with the Latin word, the relative pronoun qui, quae, quod. And qui, quae, quod is the relative pronoun. It means who. And actually, if you think about it, we change our relative pronouns too. This is one of the English cases where we use cases. This is our who, whose, and whom. We use who is our version of the nominative, whose is our version of the genitive, and whom is our version of the accusative. So you didn't realize you knew how to handle cases before you come into class, and now here you're going to see evidence of it. So let's take a look at the cases, the declension of qui, quae, quod before we actually begin to use it. So let's take a look at the relative pronoun qui, quae, quod. 30 forms, of course, singular, plural, masculine, feminine, neuter. Let's look at them. Qui, quae, quod, quius, 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 qui, 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 quem, quam, quod, quo, qua, quo, qui, quae, quae, quorum, 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 quibus, 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 quos, quas, quae, quibus, quibus, quibus. So the key to learning this is sheer repetition. Repeat it 500 times and you'll get it. 500 times in the morning, 500 times in the afternoon. Qui, quae, quod, quius, 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 qui, 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 quem, quam, quod, quo, qua, quo, qui, quae, quae, quorum, 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 quibus, 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 quos, quas, quae, quibus, quibus, quibus. So now that you've seen the forms, let's analyze these more closely and see what you actually already know about them. So for example, if we look, let's get this right here, the genitive and the dative, just like hic, haec, hoc. Remember it had that huius, 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 and huic, huic, huic. It had that very different form in the genitive and dative singular that marks it from, from the other adjectives that the other pronouns. It's consistent in its difference. So that should not be a surprise to you to see the quius, 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 and qui, qui, quem. Also we have here the change in the quem and the quam, the accusative singular. Em, am, not a surprise, and the os and the as in the plural, no surprise at all there. And of course, in the neuter, the nominative and the accusative, both in the singular and the plural, is exactly the same. Again, no surprises. A little overwhelming seeing all of them, but not a big surprise here. Quorum, quorum, quorum. Orum, aurum, aurum. Consistent. No problem there. And then we have the quibus, 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 the dative and the ablative plural, all the same. No surprises there. Again, none of these are surprising. You just have to remember them. And then, of course, the ablative singular all end in long vowels, quo, qua, quo. So, as I've said, memorize. Memorizing is the key. Don't skimp on this one. And if you have any questions, please ask.